YouTube, we are back in our new creative space, as you can see, and I'm super excited to be here with you guys. Today is a video that I've been wanting to record and upload for you guys for quite a while now. A few weeks ago, I announced that we were going to partner with Degree Grading, a trading card grading company that encapsulates your cards in a protective slab and grades them on a scale of 1 to 10, with the grading category focusing on surface, corners, centering, and any creases or dents on your card. Well, we got our cards back. And to be honest with you guys, I've been sitting on this box for about 2 weeks, but the thing is that they caught me in the middle of a move, and I really had nothing set up for me to even think about starting to record for you guys. And so as soon as I got my setup back in order, this is the first long form video I'm going to be making. So I will be giving you guys specifics on dates as far as when I shipped them out, when they were delivered, how long it took for me to get a confirmation email, and when they shipped them back to me. So that way you guys can get a better idea of the actual turnaround times. Before we get into actually ripping the box, because I'm dying to, let's go over the submission process real quick. So now from what I'm looking at, it's even easier to submit your cards because they've integrated an online submission form on their website that allows you to just type in the information for your cards on there. I did the paper submission, which is the same exact thing, but basically all you do, you're gonna write in the card name, the set that it's from, the rarity of it, the declared value, which the declared value is the only part where I got kind of stumbled a little bit, but I reached out to people in the Degree Discord server and they cleared it up for me pretty easily. So the declared value of the card is what you estimate the card to be worth after it's graded. So if you're 100% sure, like not a doubt in your mind, that this card is going to grade a 10, you could then take that information, look up that card on eBay, look at what they're selling for in a 10, and kind of make your estimates that way. And with Degree Grading, the declared value really only helps them with knowing how much to insure your package for when it's on its way back to you. So you don't really have to worry about being too specific or nailing it right on the head. It's not a test. You're not going to fail. You're not going to get in trouble if you're off by $50. So for my cards, I left a lot of room for error. I'm brand new to the whole grading process. I have graded cards, but I've never really submitted cards myself before. So I can't say I know what to look for or say, oh yeah, all these cards are going to be a 10 right off the rip. So the only thing that I felt like I was really good at identifying was the centering and the corners. Obviously, you look at the corners. If there's any white marks, you know you're going to get dot point, and you just got to look at the centering on the cards. Look at if one side is heavier from left to right or top to bottom. And I basically assumed my cards were going to be a 9, and then if I saw anything wrong with the corners or anything wrong with the centering, I automatically deducted it to at least an 8. And I would look up cards that were selling around that grading scale just to kind of get an idea for myself. They do grade most trading cards. It's not just Pokemon, as long as it is an officially licensed trading card game, I believe. All right, and now the moment that we've all been waiting for, let's rip into this box. Now, before we get into this, if you have not already, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel quite a bit. And again, we will be going over the specific time frames of what it took for me to ship these cards out, get a confirmation email, and get them back from Degree Grading. Now, I've seen the packaging that they send these cards back to you, and I believe it is promotional packaging, so I can't guarantee that you guys will get the same thing that I do. All right, so I want to take a moment to shout out Degree, because not only is the packaging dope, but they sent me back my grade savers. Other companies keep them. You have no chance of getting these back from the other companies. Look at this packaging though. I have no doubt in my mind that my cards are safe and sound in there. We got the little attention to detail, the little slabs for collectors down here. I think we just go in. And there they are. My 5 cards are back. Actually, I don't know why I'm really nervous about this. I didn't really go into it expecting to get any 10s or anything like that, but how sick would it be if we did? We start with the first one right here. Pokemon Japanese. Which Japanese card did I send in? First card for Degree Grading is right here. I have not looked at it yet. A little nervous to see what it is. I don't remember what card it is. Oh, it's my Marnie, bro. I literally pulled this card like the week before I sent my submission. And I pulled this card myself. This is my Marnie from Shiny Star V. I know pack fresh does not mean you get a 10 right off the rip. Boom. We got 8. Oh, shoot. The near mint grade 8 from Degree Grading with our Shiny Star V Marnie. Okay, right away, I noticed there's a little degree stamp on this slab down there. Yo, that little attention to detail is actually pretty sick. So out of all the grading card services, I do like the design for Beckett's little slab information, but Degree Grading definitely takes the top spot for me. I do like how this looks compared to CGC. I do like this a little better than PSA. I think PSA looks very bland. Now, I understand that with PSA, it's about the years of service that they've been doing and the reliability of them, but I'm just talking purely aesthetic. Remember, going into this, we were going into this strictly as a collector, not someone who's planning on reselling these or anything like that. So as far as how this slab looks, this is definitely top 2 for me. I do have slabs from all the other graded companies that I've collected as well, so I will be doing a comparison towards the end of this. I'm trying to think of the best way to cover this. All right, we got our Celebi from Fusion Strikes. This probably is not the most efficient way to do this, but boom. Yeah, we got a 9. We got a 9 on the Fusion Strike Celebi. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 9. Next, more Pokemon. We got the oh, my Umbreon, bro. Umbreon. I know the centering on this one was a little bit off from top to bottom. You can see it's a little bit lighter on the bottom. So I'm guessing it's probably going to be a 9. Oh, it's an 8. You could totally tell the bottom of this card is just not as wide as the top there. You could definitely see it in the back as well. You could just see it in the back. Actually, that's probably where I lost most of my points. You can see from right here from left to right as well. So fair. Quick side note, the cool thing about these slabs as well is that they have a QR code in the back. So if you have any questions about your subgrades or you're trying to get some more information on why it got the grade it did, you scan that. It'll take you to a part of their website where you can look up your card based on the number down here, and it'll give you more details on why your card got the grade that it got. All right, my last Pokemon one, I believe this is another Umbreon here. Yep, my Umbreon VMAX. A 9. Nice. We got a 9 mint on our Brilliant Stars Umbreon VMAX. Would this be considered a trainer gallery? Just full art? I think it's just full art. I think it's what it's categorized. But beautiful Umbreon cards. Degree 9, I cannot complain about that. And so my last card is actually a Dragon Ball Super card. And that's another cool thing too, is you can mix and match your TCG card. It doesn't have to be 5 Pokemon. It doesn't have to be 5 Dragon Ball. You mix and match whatever you want. But here we have the Vegeta Proud Warrior SPR. Bam! And there it is, our Gem Mint 10. Nice. I'm gonna keep that one in its slab. And I'm actually gonna take this one out because I want to inspect the quality of the slabs a little bit closer. Beautiful sleeve, perfect fitting sleeve on this. Okay, they looked good with the sleeve on. They look even more gorgeous with it off. This is such a clean slab. I'm telling you, this little attention to detail where, let's see if I can get zoomed in, focused in on that. That little degree stamp at the bottom, just that alone. The label itself looking really nice and crispy. I really like that. I'm really digging the green. I know it changes if you get like, I believe if you get like a 7 and below, it's yellow. And then I know the Rip Zero has a red one, but this actually looks really good. All right, so the next thing I want to do and try out for the video is their certification lookup. Like I said, if you scan this QR code in the back, it'll take you to the certification lookup where you can enter the certification number and you can get some more details about why the card got the grade it got. So like for me, this Marnie, it was packed fresh. So I'm like, hey, why did I not get a 10, right? I want to look it up. So we scan that QR code. It's going to take us to the certification lookup. I entered the certification number already for that Marnie. So we're going to click search. So it found it. We're going to hit view certificate. And so now you can see right here, certification number. You can see the year of the card, the set name, Marnie, full art, secret rare, card number 198. Surface, we got a 3 out of 3. Corners and edges, we got a 2 out of 3. Centering, we got a 2 out of 3. And the card had no creases and dents, so that gave us a +1. And so here's one thing you guys got to keep in mind. The other grading companies, what they do is they take similar information like surface, corners, centering, and creases, things like that. And what they do is they'll give you a scale of 1 to 10 from each one of those categories, and then they'll average out the number, and that'll give you the grade for your card. So you could realistically maybe have a card that has like really bad centering, but still somehow pull the 9 if you have 10s in all the other categories. With degree grading, I feel like you're getting a way more accurate representation of your card, especially with being able to do this certification lookup and seeing what exactly is wrong with your card. I just feel like the grading scale is a lot more accurate than what you would get with that of PSA BGS. It's not as forgiving, which to some people, that's a good thing. And now looking at my card, I can definitely see where I lost a point for the centering. This right side is a little bit thinner than this left side over here. Okay, and it's so we lost a point for centering and we lost a point for corners and edges. And to be honest, I've been staring at this thing for like 5 minutes trying to figure out where the corner or edge is scuffed to the point where I would lose a point. And I finally found it. And see, this is what I mean. I myself, when I first scanned this card, when I first pulled it, I thought it was perfect. I did not see anything wrong with it. And now I see why Degree gave the grade that it did. I don't even know if I'll be able to get this on camera. This corner, let me see if I can focus it. You can kind of see it in that corner. It's very small, but there is a little whitening in that corner. You can kind of see the flaw in that corner right there. If you look at that little white dot right on the edge, that is not a perfect 3 out of 3. So I agree, 2 out of 3 on this card. So we lost a point for centering. We lost a point for corners and edges. That's a validate. Let me grab my cards from the other grading companies so we can kind of compare and contrast a little bit on that. All right, so here I got a card from Beckett from PSA and from CGC, all great in their own respective ways. Now, I will say one of my favorite things about the Beckett slab is the bulkiness of it and the heaviness of it. It just feels really good, really firm, and you know your card is protected in this thing. The degree grading one definitely feels sturdy, but it is a little bit lighter than the Beckett one. Comparing it to CGC, I will say one of the things I prefer about the degree one is that it is not fully transparent on the sides. It kind of has like that frosted look to it, which I think looks really dope with these trading cards. It really brings the card forward, in my opinion. And I think holding a PSA card right next to this degree grading card, as far as quality build, these are the two that feel the most similar to me. They definitely have similar weights to them. And me personally, I talked about it earlier, I think the PSA label looks a little bit dull compared to some of the other ones that are out there, especially degree gradings. Like this just looks so much better than this, in my opinion. And so I'm talking again from a collector standpoint. If I'm grading some cards from my personal collection that I know I'm never gonna sell, I'm 100% picking this slab over this slab. I understand where some people say that PSA cards hold the value a little bit better. Obviously, I'm not going to argue with that. And if you're planning on reselling your cards, sure, stick to PSA, CGC, BGS. But like I said, as a collector, these cards are beautiful. I saw how good that other card looked out of the sleeve, so I really want to look at my 10 Vegeta out of the sleeve. Just appreciate how good that looks, man. I got my degree 10. I couldn't be happier. And it's my boy Vegeta, man. Prince of all Saiyans. Dude, what a card to get a 10 in, man. All right, and so now I told you guys I was going to give you guys specific dates so that you guys can get an idea of the turnaround times and what it was for me. So for me, I shipped my cards out on Wednesday, July 6th. They arrived at degree grading on Friday the 8th. And I believe they do pickups on Mondays and Fridays. So I don't think they picked it up on that Friday, but they picked it up the following Monday. Tuesday the 11th is when I got my email from Degree telling me, hey, we've received your cards. Here is the number so you can do an order lookup. And then on Friday, August 5th, I got an email from Degree telling me that my order was shipping back to me. And that package arrived on Tuesday, August 9th. But like I said, the reason I wasn't able to review this earlier is because I was in the middle of a move and I didn't have anything set up to record. So a little bit less than a month turnaround time. That is not bad at all. And so now the real question comes down to, would I submit my cards to Degree again? And the answer is 100% yes. As a matter of fact, we've already been talking and we're already working on our next submission. So currently I'm working on my next collab with them where I'm actually going to be sending them 20 cards for them to review and grade for me. And so I am going to be submitting cards with the intent of adding them to my collection. But with them doing this 20 card submission for me, I almost feel like it would be a little selfish if I did all 20 for myself. So I'm probably going to be sending about 5 cards for my collection that I plan to give away to you guys. So if you guys want a chance to win one of those cards from Degree Grading, follow me on my socials, subscribe on YouTube, because I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be giving them away yet. Again, overall, I'm super happy with the quality of service that I received from Degree. I definitely plan on working with them in the future. If you yourself want to get some cards graded for your collection, they are currently running a promo for first time submissions where it's 5 cards for $50. I really don't think you can find anything out there that's going to beat that price. If you guys have any additional questions or want to inquire about the submission process, leave a comment down below and I'll try to get back to y'all as soon as I can. If you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I'll see you guys on the next one.